Hello everyone, so let's talk about some shit. And today we're talking about Sony possibly bringing PlayStation games to the iPhone and Android. So according to this article on VGPWN.com, I guess that would be videogamepwn.com, an announcement from Sony has apologize for that. An announcement from Sony has PlayStation fans buzzing. A new division called Forward Works will be handling mobile gaming for the company. This will be Sony's second attempt at breaking into the market, the first being the PlayStation Mobile, and that was mostly used for the PS Vita handheld system, if you can remember the disaster. At least they tried, right? I actually do not remember the disaster, so... And we'll scroll down. This new stab into the mobile market has been reported will be primarily aimed at tapping into the growing smart device world. If this means that we can play classic PlayStation games on our phones, I'm all for it. Spyro, anyone? Sony Computer Entertainment, which will be rebranded as Sony Interactive Entertainment on April 1st, announced that ForwardWorks will test the waters in Asia first, since their headquarters are conveniently located in Tokyo, Japan. If Asia can provide... Okay, it's an actual typo. My brain was... If Asia can provide satisfactory results, Sony will spread the new mobile adaptations to the rest of the world. ForwardWorks is being led by Atsushi Morita? I'm really bad at that pronunciation of names from that region. So anyway, first thing I'd like to do is take a look at this company right here. So if you can bear with me for just a minute. And ForwardWorks. I gotta be honest, I'm not really finding anything on this company. Corporations. Only thing I can find are things about them working with Sony on this new thing. So, what does this mean? I wonder. Could it mean that these games are going to be ported by a company that doesn't know what they're doing? That's something that I'm currently thinking in the back of my mind, which is why I wanted to check the name of the company. So, possibly are they a division, like somebody in the company that started their own company? Seeing that Sony logo makes me a bit cynical, because over this last year, Sony has been, especially in the films department, with Ghostbusters and Pixels, and just think of all the things that movies they've put out and the honest ways they've gone about marketing them. And then think about No Man's Sky. Now I know everyone is out there has thrown Sean Murray under the bus, in which, in all honesty, he did make false promises, and it was ironic seeing a clip of him joking about at the center of the universe it was going to be Peter Molyneux. It's like if you know about Peter Molyneux, then surely you're aware of over-promising things in your games. He's the age of people who were scammed by the whole Fable fiasco, and I say scammed, and I mean a lot of people consider it a scam what Peter Molyneux did. Basically, he just gave people like the best sales pitch for a game you've ever wanted. Like, how about this game that you've always wanted? And as much as I could talk about that for days and just go on and on and on, Fable was a good game. It was, but it didn't deliver on the promises. No Man's Sky, and I'm trying not to get lost, but No Man's Sky on its own, I can't say for myself because I haven't played it, but most people tend to feel that it gets repetitious too early for you to really enjoy the length of the game. However, that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to get at is, how much responsibility does Sony have when a producer comes in and throws their money at you and says, "This is the game that I want you to make the game, but I want it to be at least marketable, so it has to meet these standards." There should be some quality control on Sony's end. As much as I do believe Hello Games is in the wrong quite a bit, and they need to add intergalactic battles. They need to add all the shit that they told people they were going to get, because that's part of the product that they purchased, at least in my opinion. However, Sony is responsible for making sure that their name doesn't go on, like, they're essentially, they don't want their name tied to anything that's gonna scam people or piss anyone off, and that's essentially the opposite of what they've done. And it could have been like that, honest mistake, plausible deniability. How are we supposed to know better? But I question that plausible deniability, especially when the president came out recently, Yoshida came out recently saying, I understand all the frustration. You should probably, something probably needs to be done, and I'm not saying legal action, but, a lot of people are mad. And I know they had the extended time that you could ask for a refund and all of that, but I honestly don't know how it all works, but I still know people that feel like they were scammed for $60, and that's not something that you want your company to be known for a quick cash in. So, as excited as I am to the thought of being able to play Legend of Legaia on my phone, that would be really cool. I already can. I just got to install some software. However, I don't really install any third-party software on my phone. Mostly because I don't want... I'm kind of paranoid in that regard, but I could if I want to. They could have been doing this years ago, but they're choosing to do this now, which for me is telling me they're running out of ideas. Are they going the Nintendo route? And I'm kind of on just speaking right from my subconscious. I'm not really thinking about what I'm saying, so sorry if I say anything that might piss you guys off. Anyone who's really into Sony is like, no dude, they wouldn't do that. I really hope they wouldn't, man. And there's been a race to the bottom. I think I'm going to conclude this video with this thought. There's been a race to the bottom for a lot of these companies. A lot of the main ones. A lot of the ones I used to think very highly of. In terms of quality and I don't know, man, just general good business practice, in my opinion, because what we have had recently are consoles that are outdated in a short amount of time, and I specifically mean the PS, the new consoles. The Vita stopped getting support, and I actually bought a defective one and wasn't able to provide proof of purchase because the receipt got lost, I guess. It's a long story. I mean, maybe this is personal bias starting to show through, especially since I bought two PS4s and neither of them read discs, and one of them doesn't even run. And they were both only a year old. I'm moving to Xbox. This is coming from a huge Sony fan. I used to love the PlayStation, and I still do, within reason. But the last thing for me was that mod. Them deciding not to do mods for games kind of killed it for me. And as far as buying games I've played a million times on the smartphone, sure, I might buy one or two of them. I don't think it'll be worth it in the long run, unless they do games that are like, best sellers of all time. But it won't cost them a whole lot of money to get this done. There's a lot of people out there who have done the work for free. You just gotta essentially do the same thing they did. So, man, I rambled on for nearly 10 minutes. I apologize for that. I'm kind of just got off work, so my brain's just kind of roaming around in circles and kind of tired now that I think about it. But thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Everdread. I cover some of the stuff that I see on the video game world. If that's your type of thing and you're entertained by that, feel free to subscribe and see more of it in the future. But until then, I'll see you later.